On that particular story. Shifting focus now, Kenya's government is facing a firestorm of criticism, accused of wielding the law as a weapon to silence dissent and suffocate free expression. From anti-terror laws to cybercrime acts and even unconstitutional statutes, the Kenya Kwanza regime appears determined to tame every voice critical of President William Ruto's administration. Jeff Kirui with the details.
Protests are surging across Kenya, fueled by widespread online dissent against President William Ruto's administration. This unrest has exposed a troubling pattern, a government accused of weaponizing laws to stifle dissent. The Prevention of Terrorism Act, originally designed to combat groups like Al-Shabaab, is now being used against protesters arrested during the Sabasaba demonstrations and activists such as Boniface Mwangi. These individuals are perceived by the government as enablers and financiers of the growing hostility towards the state.
We're going back to the days that the laws were used as weapons against its own people. And so our urge is that the courts to adhere strictly to the rule of law.
The law categorizes a terrorist act as action which involves use of violence against a person, endangering the life of a person other than the person committing the action. Actions which result in serious damage to property, use of firearms and explosives, among others. Provisions that the government has exploited in preferring charges against protesters and critics of the administration.
For you to be able to prove that charge of terrorism, it has a very high standard of proof. So at the end of the day, it is the state probably trying to sell fear to the people so that we do not have so many people coming out to express themselves.
And we'll fail short when actual terrorism cases are brought. People won't have even confidence and faith in our institutions because we are certainly feeling we're going back to the days that the laws were used as weapons against its own people.
Despite the growing dissent of the weaponization of the laws, a section of government officials remain unyielding.
If you establish a criminal gang whose business is to invade people's businesses, if you finance some people to carry machetes, crude weapons, petrol bombs, to destroy people's property and government installations, what is that called? It's called terrorism.
Beyond anti-terrorism laws, the Computer Misuse and Cybercrimes Act of 2018 has also become a tool for suppressing dissent. On June 7, 2025, the death of teacher and blogger Albert Ojwang ignited headlines. Ojwang met his death at Central Police Station after being arrested for allegedly defaming Deputy Inspector General of Police Eliud Lagat through false publication. His arrest was based on the Cybercrimes Act, which the Kenya Kwanza regime is accused of using to clamp down on critics.
Cybercrime Act is being used to clamp down on dissidents and particularly intimidate young Kenyans using social media to speak truth to power.
Too much blood has been shed in one term. One term is enough.
In May, Rose Njeri, a website developer, was arrested and later charged with unauthorized interference with a computer system under the Computer Misuse and Cybercrimes Act. These are just two examples highlighting state actors' questionable actions as accusations mount of deliberate efforts to use laws to silence dissent.
They fear our power. They fear us having knowledge. They know that if we are keen on the things they are doing to us, hawataenda mbali.
They will try to sell fear, what we call in Kiswahili kuuzia watu woga. They are trying to curtail the right to protest and the right to freely express yourself.
Jeff Kirui, KTN.
Thanks, Kirui. Now, a dark cloud hangs over Kenya's international standing. Civil society groups